Hello and welcome to the Point in Progress podcast, episode 31. That's right, 31. Your one-stop shop for news, recommendations, and some spice and takes. Join 5 friends across 3 time zones in 2 countries every week as we discuss all things that we love while still thinking critically of them. Today, I have the regular cast of the cast and crew of Point in Progress. I'm surrounded by kids.
Hello, Dad. When are we going to? You promised we were going trick or treating. It's 8:00.
Mom said you dress up. Mom is a lawyer.
Mom said we were going to the rich neighborhood. They give out dollars instead of candy.
I'm business casual. Okay, I'm business casual right now.
Dad, you look like you're trying to go for a job interview.
Business casual. Frank, how are you doing?
Good. Just chilling. It's a standard Friday.
Yeah.
I found out some revelations on Final Fantasy 14 earlier that blew my fucking mind.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about the Bible. You were talking about Final Fantasy?
I was not
Bible,
talking about the Bible.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy has become my Bible anyway, so.
Okay. All right, check out.
Sly, how are you doing?
It's been a long day. It's gonna be an even longer night, but I'm alive.
I like the mirror image. There's like 2 of you on the screen right now. There's 2 of you.
Yeah. I'm currently a grumpy 106-year-old man. Not too far off from my usual state. So
and then we have Mario, who is just bleeding all. Oh my God! Stop, Mario!
Bro.
That can't taste good.
That's like half blood or fake blood and half spit that's coming out of your mouth right now.
That can't taste good.
It tastes like pure ass. Just pure ass. Just awful.
Okay.
You wouldn't know what that tastes
For
like.
audio listeners,
Which you don't know what. You know what I'm saying? What?
For audio listeners, Mario has this whole blood thing happening. Fee, how are you doing?
Well, feeling pretty paralyzed on one side of my face right now. It is hurting out in these streets. But
It's
I'm
cold,
good.
man.
It's
Nice.
cold.
And
Yeah.
for audio listeners,
We should
Frank
say what
has
our
the
costume.
Fallout mask on.
That's what I'm saying. We should say
And
what our
then-
costumes are.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, I forgot. I'm sorry. For audio listeners, Frank has the Fallout mask on, and then he has a leather jacket, which everybody has jackets on. For everybody that
is true. I'm wearing a jacket as well.
Yeah, everybody's wearing a jacket except me apparently, and I have a tie on. I'm business casual here.
Actually, this is Frank's real costume. This is what he came for. Look at that.
Okay, yeah, he is now Iron
that's
Man
pretty damn sexy.
or Deathstroke. I don't know which one.
Wow.
One of them. There you go.
There we go.
All of them.
The Red
All of
Hood.
Oh, Red Hood. Okay, and then we have Sly, who is the Winter Soldier.
There's this
Sebastian Stan.
casual Winter Soldier.
Yeah, the casual Winter Soldier.
And I'm Bucky in Romania, just getting some plums, man. Doing his best.
That's what you meant by
Just wanted his
plums.
goddamn plums.
Now that makes
Yeah,
sense.
what the fuck are the
Yeah.
plums?
So
This is
I-
this is before he's been
yesterday-
fucking mind melded with the Soviets.
Yesterday, I asked Mario to try to guess my costume, and I gave him 3 hints. And number 1 was plums.
No idea. No idea what you're talking about.
Civil War starts out. He just wants to get some goddamn
No,
plums.
Sly, I would have guessed you drive a Ford F-150 and you hang. I would imagine guy who hangs out at Menards and drives a Ford F-150.
I would like to put in my idea of season 2 opener from Supernatural. The guy
Is
who
Bobby?
hit the person who hit the Winchester's Impala with his massive 18-wheeler truck and came out and said, "Oh my God, did I do that?" After he got possessed by a demon and hit the Impala and sideswiped it. That's
enough.
who like currently looks like.
There you go.
All right,
Harv.
and then we have Mario, who is I think a person from Blade.
No, I am not. I'm my version. There's a subset of vampire films that are just about dudes who wear leather and like get in bar fights, and that's the kind of film I
Blade?
like. It's no, that's Disco Rooms. I'm someone from Near Dark. Severin from Near Dark. It was a great film. Catherine Bigelow, I'm looking at you. Shout out to
And
Catherine
then we
Bigelow.
have Fee, who is half skeleton, half Fee, right now personifying the TikTok dance, the skeleton dance.
Yeah, what is it? Spooky, scary skeletons. It's like
It's a rain down your spine.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Thank you.
catch your bones. Seal your doom tonight.
Again, I am business casual.
No, you were-
Welcome.
This is also Fee.
Your fake costume. We
My
get
fake
it.
costume.
Okay,
I'm
Dad.
sorry, okay? I am all, my shit is all packed up. I am like living out of I've been living out of boxes for like a month, guys.
God, man, how much is the
my
rent?
entire life. Huh?
How much is the rent to live in a box?
My rent is
Shit,
too
I heard that life
expensive.
is free.
Okay, my rent is too expensive. But guys, thank you guys so much. Welcome to episode 31. Before we get into everything, we're gonna go into the checkpoint and we're gonna get into housekeeping. Good vibes. Okay, for the first thing, we have good vibes for Alaqua Box and her family.
Alaqua Cox.
Okay.
Alaqua Cox is playing Echo in the upcoming Hawkeye show, and she posted today that her dad has been in the hospital for the past week. So just sending her all the good vibes and love her way.
Yeah, also sending good vibes to Asmongold and his family, man.
Yeah, his mom just passed away as well this week.
Sucks, man. He really did try.
Yeah. So, sending good vibes to him too. Sly, also for housekeeping, will be in Seattle. Advanced screening of Eternals. You're gonna be watching it early.
Yeah, so on Tuesday there's an advanced screening with open captions happening in Seattle. I will be there. If you will also be there, hit me up, say hi. It'll be a party. I'm very excited.
Heck yes. And then Mario, you have finished season 2 of Halo Forever.
That's right. That is, it was another undertaking. There was about 13 episodes in this season. Had a blast. Thank you to all the guests that stopped by. It was definitely an undertaking. Of course, for the announcement for season 3, it is on a temporary hiatus just so I have a better planning for it going forward and how that goes to the future, which I think Frank is, I think we confirmed already, you're going to be the first guest on season 3. So there we go. Frank will be the first person that will be on season 3. God, the blood
yeah.
Hell yeah. How do I even sound while wearing this? I
Good,
don't even
actually.
know.
You actually sound
Surprisingly
good. Yeah, you actually
good.
sound
Okay, cool.
good.
Sound horrible, so
All right, cool.
Yeah, you're not muffled like you were in the other mask, so we're good.
Oh, awesome. Even better then.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
your other mask was terrible.
Oh, yeah, it was terrible.
But after the housekeeping, now we're going to talk about what we've been playing / watching. We're going to start with Fee. What have you been playing / watching?
Okay. Guys, I have been absolutely obsessed since I've seen it of Dune. I didn't expect to like it so much. I went in kind of like, I knew that it was obviously a very popular sci-fi movie, like book, like it was a bunch of books, then it was the movies in 1984, and then they had the Children of Dune series, and I'm like, okay, like this is going to be entertaining, but I did not realize how freaking impactful that movie was. I went to see it in IMAX, and from start to finish, I was just like, I want to know more about this entire series. So I've been deep diving because I've always heard to be able to enjoy the Dune series, you need to, for some reason, read the book twice. And I'm like, I'm cutting out the middleman and I'm going to do as much research as I can about this series. And so Harv had to listen to me today get very confused about a specific plot point. And he's just like, Fee, I haven't read this in like a decade. And I'm like, I need someone to answer this question for me. So if any of our listeners have read Dune recently or have a vast knowledge of the Dune universe, please hit me up because I have a very important question. And I will not be asking it here because it will not make any sense. And it is also a spoiler. So I will not ask it here. So yeah.
I will say you are not doing anything to disprove that you and Liz are actually the exact same person. This is this is my like conspiracy theory. I'm pretty sure you and Liz are the same person. You're both in Nova Scotia.
Correct.
You both are obsessed with Dune now. It just keeps growing and growing.
It's just it was really, really good. The entire cast did phenomenal. They definitely put it like, and I'm going to be making, if not everyone on this channel, like in this podcast, watch it this weekend because I have the weekend off and I really want to rewatch it. And
So I watched 30 minutes of it just because I was like, I just want to see it. I had no idea what's going on in the film other than when I watched the original David Lynch film. And a big chunk of that is in that 30 minutes that I've seen. And so it is a gorgeous looking movie. I am curious to see how it progresses past what I saw, just because I wanted to get the vibe of the film. I've seen trailers all the time, but I'm just curious like how it went. And I think it's going at a brisk pace where I understand what's happening without it being like over the head with it. So I'm curious to see what the rest of the time with the movie is. And now the fact that we got a confirmation that there's a part 2.
it's true. So yeah, I plan on actually buying the book series this weekend, the first 6 books, and then going from there. But yeah, I've been watching that. I've been like just watching videos about it. Playing some Dead by Daylight, which has been a lot of fun, especially since it is spooky season. We haven't had the ability to play too much of it because we have been doing a lot of Final Fantasy, because we just recently finished Shadowbringers, so that was a very well spent like time just going through and actually not having to rush through it, but also being able to really enjoy it because we split it up into 2 sections, which was great. But yeah, DBD has been fun. If I see the twins, it is on site and I will leave instantaneously because if I have to hit a baby off of me who's trying to take out my throat, I am sick of it. I am sick of this shit. I do not need to see that baby again.
I will kick a baby in the face.
For some context, it is an original monster from Dead by Daylight, the Critters of Dead by Daylight, where it is a French woman from I think the 18th century like France, who grew up with her twin brother, who was actually almost like a fraternal twin who's been living in her chest cavity. So fun fact, he jumps out of her chest cavity when she yells and just chases after you. So you just see this demonic bloody baby chasing after you on 4 legs going hee and just like
that is exactly the sound.
It's so gross. I hate it.
It's so bad, but well done, the creators of DBD, because you've made some of my most like some of my favorite horror like characters, such as the Huntress, the Plague, and just a bunch of other ones as well. The storylines are phenomenal. If you haven't already, or if you aren't really interested in playing the game, just read about the characters and the killers because they are incredibly thought through, and just overall just the way that everything is connected together. It's the reason why I'm like really excited about the Dead by Daylight franchise, and just overall because of the stories and just how they ended up in this particular situation. Even the main killers that we know, like Michael Myers and now Pinhead, and their stories and how they ended up in the actual like with the entity. So yeah, highly recommend it. Really spooky, scary, and yeah. And I'm
gonna put
got someone.
I was gonna
What's
say
up?
we should probably put up that match we did when Frank spiked the baby on Halloween. We should just post that just because it was a good match.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I gotta grab that clip. I also gotta grab a clip from our Shadowbringers thing last night because the other night it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
There was a creature that I never want to see again. That creature can go to hell, and that's where it belongs. You'd think that Dune would prepare me for worm creatures, but nothing prepared me for that Dark Souls inspired BS.
We had to like convince her for a good like 5 minutes to tell her it's fine, we can fight this thing, because she kept on going behind a pillar to like hide herself from the monster we're about to fight. Because like she hates worms, and then 2, the teeth are like human teeth that it has, and like human eyes, and it's weird. It is a very weird monster. Very weird.
Oh yeah.
Harv, you type the name in the thing. I'll look for it. I just want to see.
Oh, good luck. No, I don't even remember the name of it.
I
the
remember what
first
it.
beast.
We'll just call it
Yeah, it's the
Bastard.
Let's see if I can find an image.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You want me to just put it in Discord?
I need a link. No, just put it in the
the doc?
document. Yeah, so I can.
Yeah, I got you. Right there.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I am excited about Dune. I cannot wait. I need to watch it. I've read the first 2 books. No, I've read all the books except the last book, I think, for Dune. I'm thinking of Wheel of Time. I'm thinking of Wheel of Time right now, but that's something else.
This thing.
Yeah, this thing.
Oh,
That thing.
that
Look
fucking thing.
at the teeth. They're like real teeth.
No.
That thing is so creepy.
Okay, I just want to say, here's the deal, guys. For people who are confused and why I hate it so much, I am the tank in our group. That means I have to face this fucker the entire fight. And so not only do I have to deal with this BS of not liking worms and like the creepy crawly like spindle fingers on the sides and this face, I'm like face to face with this creature like here and so I have to constantly have my camera on facing this thing, and I'm just like, I don't want to do this. I just don't want to do this. And I did make the mistake of going into first person in another fight, and it was this huge tendril creature with one eye, and when I clicked on first person mode, it just goes straight to this massive eyeball staring straight into my soul, and I'm like, I'm done. I screamed. I'm like, this is not it. This is not. I thought maybe I could hide. Who knows? But I couldn't. And here I am, traumatized for life because of Final Fantasy. I'll still play it, but God forbid. But yeah, that's been essentially my week. Yeah.
Heck
Yeah.
yes. Frank, what have you been playing / watching this week?
I've been playing a little bit of Dead by Daylight. I've been trying to at least. I know we're playing a little bit tonight, aren't we? Right? Is that still happening?
I want to.
That's the plan.
Oh,
yeah, that's the plan for
All
you
right, cool. Yeah, I've been playing a little bit of DBD. I've been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption again. That game's still fun, man. That game still has everything I kind of want in an old West setting, and just like the freedom of the old West. I love that game so much. I didn't give it a fair shot on PC because it came out on PC pretty quick compared to GTA like 5. But once I got it on PC, I was like, I already kind of did everything on PS4. I don't really have to play this game all over again. But I think I've hit that time where it's already been about 2, maybe 3 years, I think, since that game came out on PC. So I've been I jumped back into it, and I've had a blast just like living the world again and kind of finding things I never found before and just kind of exploring, it's a great game, and I really do hope that like I kind of want to try out the multiplayer for it because I've heard it's gotten better, but we'll see. And then of course we played Final Fantasy 14 this week, the best game ever, the fucking primo ending game, I would say.
Makes me happy. Makes me so happy.
I'm glad, dude. I shit you not. I don't say this lightly, but that ending to Shadowbringers is some of the best shit I've ever seen in gaming. And that's saying something, because I played a lot of fucking games.
It's guys, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it's just gonna get better. When 5.3 hits, we have to record everybody's POV for that 100%, and then put it onto either the Pip YouTube or we got to put it somewhere because it is fucking crazy.
I cannot wait. I can't wait till 5.3. It's gonna be so fun.
Yeah. Sly, what have you been playing / watching this week?
Yeah, so Voice of Cards came out this week, which is the card game that Frank wanted to shit on. I didn't get very
haven't
far.
heard of
I
it.
just got through. I've literally talked about it like 3 times, my dude. I didn't play much of it. I got through the first little bit. The characters you play in the demo is not the main character, which I was actually really excited about. So I just like did the first area.
Oh, that came out
but
yesterday.
then, yeah, I picked up Behind the Frame and a couple other games with the Steam Halloween sale. And oh my gosh, this was a game I was really excited for. I just didn't have any expendable income when it came out, so I was really excited to pick it up. It is everything I could have ever wanted from this game. It's like a cozy mystery puzzle game. The art's gorgeous. The story was beautiful. The ending made me cry. I've only played it through one time. I'm going to try to at least get one more playthrough this weekend. But if you haven't picked up this game, again, it's on sale. I think it's like $15. It is a gorgeous story, a really pretty game, and I just had so much fun with it. So highly recommend. And then I've been reading some comics as per usual. Shocker. I read West Coast Avengers this week, which I think might be it's the 2018 West Coast Avengers.
Yeah, I
I think
OG
might
one.
be my favorite comic series I've read so far.
Oh, Marvel.
Um,
Interesting.
Of Marvel.
I haven't heard that one on the podcast.
Freaking Marvel, you know?
But West Coast Avengers is really good. It's beautiful. The story is super fun. I really like the characters. It's queer. It's fun. There's a lot of like great, like just casual representation. There's ASL. It's like there's an interracial couple. Like there's anything you could want in a story. This is giving it to you. It's great. I love it. I also read Freefall, Hawkeye Freefall, I think it's 2020, which was really interesting story. It's revisiting the idea of who is Clint versus Hawkeye versus Ronin, and I think it actually did pretty well with that. So, that one's pretty short. I think it's just like 6 issues or something, but it was a really good story as well. But yeah, that's basically all I've been up to.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, Voice of Carlos cool. Behind the Frame, I think V played that, right? Behind
I
the
sure
Frame.
did. I streamed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, so it seems like a cool little indie game. I heard it's very sad.
Yes, it is.
I wouldn't say the ending is sad.
Yeah.
But I think the way they tell this story is really intriguing, and it's kind of I would describe it in fanfic terms as hurt comfort. So it's painful, but then it makes you feel better about life. So
Nice. Mario, how about you, buddy? Is the
Well.
blood out of your mouth?
The blood is out of my mouth. I have water right next to me, so I can actually speak. And I don't have my fake teeth in. But I've been dabbling in a bunch of things. I'll make just quick mentions, just like super quick. I bought Hideo Kojima's book that he has, which is a collection of articles that he wrote, basically talking about things that he likes, and I think it's awesome. So it's just, music, movies and films that he enjoys, and him basically speaking on why it speaks to him. So definitely excited to get deeper into that book. I pretty much am like in the first 100 pages. So excited to try that. It's called The Creative Gene. It's available from Viz Media. It's on Amazon. That's where I bought it for like $20. So it's a hardcover. It's really nice. So I'm very excited to get through that a little bit. I played Deathloop finally for the first time.
Oh yeah, how'd you like that?
It's terrible. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm joking. That's a joke. It's everything that Frank said in his Deathloop review, which of course you find here at Point in Progress, is absolutely true. This game is fantastic. I like how it's getting me through the loops without feeling too left behind and too scared to attempt going to 4 different areas and conquering 8 people. The way that they're guiding at me through with the sort of leads that they have there to learn more information of how I could potentially make the loop quicker for myself. Fascinating. And I think that the actual game itself just feels great to play. I'm not normally a Dishonored person, other than I beat the first one, just because I had an interest to it, but for some reason have no interest going in any further than the first one, only because I do like my stealth games, but for some reason it just first person never really works for me when it comes to that for some reason. But when it comes to Deathloop, where it's not really stealth, even though I'm still stealthing around like crazy, definitely being able to just like when the shit hits the fan, I feel like I'm powerful enough to just go at it, and the game is not punishing me for it. Except for one island where a thing might just blow up just because if I don't do something. But you learn how to get through that too. So yeah, the game is fantastic. I'm excited to play more. I'm just in a couple of hours in right now. So I already got a couple slabs. Very excited to get some more guns and get through that. The other game that I finished this week, which I started, I finally got into the Dark Pictures anthology games, which I know that I think Harv's going to talk about a little bit later, but I played the first one in that trilogy that's available right now, which is Man of Medan. And the reason why I didn't play it until now is because everyone kind of shitted on it when it first kind of came out. And I was a huge fan of Dawn of the Dead. I'm sorry, Until Dawn, which was their last Dawn of the Dead, right? Their last.
It was their first jump into this
sort of thing, yeah, where it is a story-based sort of Telltale-esque, but a lot more movement and characters that have different like relationships depending on. You actually get like meters that like. Tells you where you are with the relationship with that person. A lot more QuickTime events, and they're played by real actors, like even like visually captured. Like the first one had so many stars in it that was actually pretty cool. So it is interesting how these take maybe 1 or 2 big stars that are like the leads of it, and then they move on from there. But yeah, Man of Man, honestly, I enjoyed it. I know that I think it's just because I had super lower expectations of it, and overall, I think I had a pretty solid time with it. It's not long at all. Did I want to replay it again immediately? No, the characters probably are not the most interesting thing, unlike the fact that I platinumed Until Dawn because I cared about the people and I actually wanted to see other examples of things happening. This one, I got everyone to survive, and that's all I need. I don't need to go any further than that. I do love that there's some great documentaries on there, especially the history of anthology series, which this is, because the next game is just a whole nother story. And yeah, so if you are just itching for good spooky time stories, these games are fun. The fact that they are interactive and the way that they have different choices that can be made. And yeah, I think checking out Man of Medan, because it's on Game Pass. That's how I experienced it. It's if you have Game Pass, you can play it on PC or on your Series X or cloud. Which, by the way, my system randomly updated, and now I can just cloud any game on the console. Like I don't even have to download anything now. So I jumped in the Battlefield, the last one, without downloading it, which is like a 100 gig game, and it ran fucking surprisingly smooth. See how I'm gonna explore that a little bit later, but yeah, that's an option for you to download Man of Medan. The game though that I do want to talk just a little bit more about is that I finished Guardians of the Galaxy, the video game. It is without revealing how many chapters in it, I beat it in 16 hours. It is a meaty story. And what I love about it is that it feels substantial in a way that Spider-Man feels substantial in terms of the choices that the character makes and the story and the overall weight of what's going on. Like this feels like its very own thing, even if it is mired in people, loving the James Gunn movies and has that kind of spirit, but it definitely has a lot more comic book elements into it while telling its own story. And that's what I thought was really awesome about it. The combat is fun. However, I will say you only get to play as Star-Lord. That's who you are, and throughout the whole game. But
yeah, I think that was already announced that's what it was, right?
Yeah, it's Mass Effect. It's Mass Effect. In the sense that you are controlling the main, shepherd, and you can
have
direct.
those huddle things though, right?
That is your ultimate. That's your ultimate. Honestly, the huddle is probably the worst thing in the game, which sucks. I just kind of wish that, because it just takes a lot of time to do. to do the huddle, and it's not even that interesting of a mechanic, just so that way you could play 80s tunes. And you don't like get to choose the 80s tunes, it's sort of randomized. So one time I did it, and all of a sudden I got rickrolled. And I was like, "You son of a bitch!" And it was like a climactic scene, and just like you get rickrolled with this song. And but there's some good songs in there. Not enough like heavy hitters. Like I would love more like Van Halen in there. But it was more like Culture Club, which is a great band. I like Culture Club. But still overall, I think that if you are into Marvel as a like company that's finally coming up and making Arkham Asylum like games, this is in the pantheon, in my opinion, in that ilk of games. This is not a throwaway, hey, we're cash grabbing this, Spider-Man game or this, Iron Man game because there's a movie coming out or whatever. This is substantial in itself and characters that exist on themselves that I'm excited for further adventures. And I think that's what made this game a lot of fun. I think if you have a chance to try it out, Frank is the one that actually suggested, because I actually got a $50 coupon for GameStop saved up, and he suggested I get it, and I'm like, yeah, smart. So if you get it on sale, doesn't matter. I just play the game. I just think it's a fun game to play. If it goes,
really glad to hear you say that, because this is a game I've been kind of excited about. I don't have the liquid to buy it right now, but it's something I'm really excited about. And so I'm really glad to hear your perspective on it. This is definitely something I'll put on my wish list.
And one of the first things I did too is when I switched on subtitle captions, closed captions, they actually had that as an option. And then I sent that to you. It was like, yeah, they actually have a super solid accessibility menu that Steven Saylor and some other people.
Captions actually make sense?
Yes. Wow.
If anybody's played the Avengers game with captions, they're awful. They're literal trash.
I mean, I wonder why.
I mean, the game is never mind.
So
I had fun with the game. When I get my setup back, I'll finish it. I'm not saying it's perfect by any means. It has a lot of problems.
yes.
But the captions being utter trash are one of the big ones.
Here's what I'll say. If you had to pick between Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy, 1,000%.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You'll get your money's worth by playing Guardians of the Galaxy. Costumes are awesome too. So
I gravitate towards single player stuff most of the time.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the Marvel universe, I don't have a hard time differentiating between movie stuff and games or whatever it is, because I know that they're different stories. So like I don't have that problem a lot of people do with that kind of thing.
yeah.
So like this, I know this is a different story, different actors and all that kind of stuff. It's a different Raccoon, it's a different Star-Lord, it's a different Gamora. So I'm excited. I'm excited to jump into it once. I'm gonna wait till it goes on sale, and then I'm gonna jump into it and give it a whirl.
Black Friday is right around the corner.
I'm gonna wait till that game is $30.
So yeah, something like that, right? So I am going to play it though. I am going to jump into it at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
I do want to mention something though.
I was gonna say I bought
Sure.
Xbox. I bought it on the Xbox, and it was $60, and I got the free upgrade to Series X. Love it. Smart
That's
delivery
pretty cool.
is fucking awesome. Smart delivery.
Yeah, here in Canada it's $80, so it's a little bit more of a
It's 70 on PlayStation 5, just because.
just because. So then it's $100 here on PlayStation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it'd be $90. Yeah.
then
brutal.
plus taxes and stuff.
So Marvel's just become the new anime on this podcast, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Y'all giving us all that shit for talking about anime all of a sudden. Oh no.
Is Red Hood not for Marvel?
No, that's DC.
Yeah. It's 100% a Marvel character.
I don't know. I have no idea.
All I'm saying is it's on site. Y'all gave me and Fee shit for all those anime and Final Fantasy references. It's on site.
I don't know what this was, but I don't know if your hands.
I think he's gonna jerk me off. I'm not sure
Yeah,
yet.
you went like this. You went like this at the start.
Guys, just wait until January.
All right.
That's
Oh,
when
yeah.
the last season of AOT starts. And
Oh, yeah, I
that's
better not
all
hear
I'm gonna
shit.
go on.
And that is when I'm gonna spoil all of this. Kidding.
I've also been
What are
watching
you gonna
Cowboy
spoil for
Bebop
me?
and My Hero Academia.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Oh.
I'm like, Harv, what are you gonna spoil for me? I've read the manga. I
Yeah,
know
I've
what
read the
happens.
ending.
Oh shit!
I already know
movie
the
Yeah, he
already
read
ending's
the
great.
ending already.
Fuck.
So for me, Final Fantasy 14, obviously, because we've been
Oh
playing
yeah.
it. I played some DBT with Fee and Frank. Still not clicking for me, but I'm gonna give it another try. Probably next, or probably this weekend sometime. Not, I'm gonna see if I can play it tonight. I don't know because I'm still figuring all
Yeah.
my shit here, but I'm gonna play it again. It's still not hitting where I. Also, I think the game, every time I jump into this game, there's always problems with the server. You can never get into a fucking game. And when you
Yeah.
get into a game, it takes like 30 minutes to get into a game. It feels like it's 30 minutes. Obviously,
I
it's
feel like
more
it's the
10.
first. The first
but-
one is always 30 minutes, and then after that, it's like 5 minutes each.
I don't understand.
I don't understand
server
either.
structure stuff, so it's a little weird. But the main game that I want to talk about is House of Ashes.
Oh
So
yeah.
this is the third game in the Dark Picture anthologies. It is a super massive game. This game is a very, very good game. This is, in my opinion, the best out of the three that they've made so far. It is a game that is based in Iraq. It's based in the 2000s. So this is the height of 9/11 as well, and there is a lot of military jargon, which I feel like they've hit a little too much in the last couple of games. They've hit this one, and then they've also done that in Man of Medan as well,
Yeah,
which
Man
I
of
feel
Medan.
like I think they need to I don't know why they went back to it, but I guess it makes sense for this story. I don't know. But they find this place that's underground, that's like it's like a tomb or so, and then
Yeah.
the story picks up from there. And it is I let when I play these games, I let chat make all the decisions. So they picked who dies, who lives, all that kind of stuff. And it's a great game. It's a great premise. It's great character development and a great way all the characters interact with each other. And one thing I have to say about Supermassive, their capture, like their facial capture and all that kind of stuff, is still so fucking good. They are still probably one of the top companies that does this. They kind of have to be if you're gonna make these kind of games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you say I just out of curiosity on that note, right? Would you say it's on level or better than Rockstar's facial caption? Or capture, I mean?
It's better because it's not open world.
No, but I mean like in terms of like whatever, and they use like that telemetry stuff to like do their faces and stuff like that in like Red Dead and LA Noire.
I think it's better than
You think it's better?
what Rockstars is. Yeah, I think it's better than Rockstars. Because like the crazy thing is like when you see, because Ashley Tisdale is in this one, right? This is a known fact that she's in House of Ashes. Exactly like her. There is like they said they had the same thing in Until Dawn where they had Hayden Panettiere and they had Rami Malek. It was like spot on how good it was.
Mhm.
And even like their facial expressions and the way they talked and stuff like that is like it's insane. It's insane. But the game is really good. It is probably their best one that they've made so far out of the three. And they have a teaser at the end of this one for the next one that's coming out in 2022. I don't think they're gonna hit the date personally, but like they're expecting it for 2022. But that one looks like it's gonna be my jam. And apparently this is season 1.
Yeah, that'll be the end of season 1 of their
Yeah.
storytelling.
Yeah, because they said the next one is a season finale. So I'm expecting a little bit of more of these kind of games. Which, you know what, it just brings me to the fact that like I love this. I love that we get these games because these games become like a little event when they come out every time around this time of the year. And that is one of my favorite things. When I know that when October rolls around or when Halloween rolls around, I can expect like a super massive game and play these games with the community or play them by myself and just have these experiences and make these choices with these characters and stuff like that and just play the game. And I think they are perfect for this time of the year. So I'm glad that they're going to keep making them. I'm really happy they're going to keep making these games.
I wonder if after season 1 we'll take a break and then move on to a different genre like they did with they had a game called Hidden Agenda, which was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
PS4 game that was, like a crime-based one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. I honestly wouldn't doubt it, and I wouldn't be mad at it if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah.
Give him a little break. But yeah, again though, Until Dawn is still the best one they've made so far, in my opinion. So if you guys have a PlayStation, go play that game. It is a crime that is not on any other platform. It is a crime that's not on Xbox.
Hey,
it's not on PC.
It might be. We'll find out if once we move on
into the next story.
Well, hello there, true believers. It is me, your boy, Mario Rivera, having a very special announcement, a secret project that both me and Slyclone MC have been working on behind the scenes, and I'm finally ready to reveal what that is. Let me go ahead and cut it straight to the trailer. That is right. We are launching a Marvel film-centric podcast. Of course, not just any Marvel-centric film podcast. Of course, we are calling the show MC University, which can stand for Marvel Cinematic University, or it could also stand for Mario and Slyclone University. Both me and Sly are definitely well-versed in everything MCU in terms of all the way from Iron Man all the way to Shang-Chi. Sly has gone above and beyond and watched every single extended MCU thing out there, including Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., The Runaways, all the Netflix shows, all of the Hulu, and of course the freeform shows, a total above and beyond. And this is a great opportunity to see, let's go back and revisit what was the original Marvel Cinematic Universe before the big universe arrived, where of course I will be Professor Mario, giving sort of a lecture, a talk about of every film that has been in release order from the modern era, starting with Blade all the way up to the current day. And we're really here to see if these films hold up to today's standards. The first episode is going to be dropping on Wednesday, and I'm very excited. We can all learn a little something in class because this is going to be a lesson you do not want to miss. So of course, have a seat. Class is in session.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.